Hey there, future geniuses. Ready for a quick brain teaser? What's the biggest bone in your lower limb? Here are your choices. A. Tibia. B. Fibula. C. Femur. Or D. Patella. Think you know the answer? Let's break it down. The tibia and fibula are both in your lower leg. The patella, also known as the kneecap, is important but pretty small. So what's left? Drumroll, please. The largest bone in your lower limb is the femur. That's right, your thigh bone is a true heavyweight, supporting your body's weight and helping you leap tall buildings in a single bound. Well, maybe not that last part. Thanks for playing along and keep those brains buzzing. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more fun facts and quizzes.